westbound near Ridge Road in Rutherford. You got an accident in the area. They've closed it all, so you can go to 46 or 80 westbound to get to 17 instead, or you just do the end around with 120 back over to 17. There are ways around that closure on Route 3 in New Jersey. There's no beating the belt in Brooklyn, though. Eastbound side very tough east of Flatbush over to Erskine Street. Westbound slow into the area from Kennedy Airport. It all follows a westbound crash that just sat there for well over an hour, and we just have not recovered. Traffic and transit every 10 minutes on the ones. Breaking traffic alerts whenever they happen. I'm Greg Rice on 1010 Wins.
Wins News Time 7:32. Broadway is coming back, and a new musical from celebrated playwright Connor McPherson features the songs of Bob Dylan as you've never heard them before. In Girl from the North Country, critics are calling it a portrait of desire and a vision of hope. On sale now. Now the 1010 Wins AccuWeather 4-day forecast. And here's meteorologist Brian Thompson.
Well, Sonia, it's still pretty cloudy right now, but later on tonight, especially after midnight, the sky will start to clear. Now, it won't be quite as cold as last night, so a low of 36 in the city. It will be closer to 30 in some suburbs. Some early sunshine tomorrow will give way to clouds. It will not be as chilly. Tomorrow's high about 48. Mostly cloudy tomorrow night with some rain later on. Some wet snowflakes could mix in some distant northern and western suburbs, but even in those areas, temperatures will be above freezing. And in the city, will struggle to drop below 40. Breezy and milder day on Thursday with plenty of clouds. There will be a shower or two, especially during the afternoon. Thursday's high 55. Blustery and chillier Friday with intervals of clouds and sunshine. Friday's high 47. And then chilly for Saturday with sunshine and a high around 44 degrees. Looks mainly dry to Sunday before we could see some rain into Monday. Right now, 41 degrees. It is cloudy in Central Park. Humidity 57%. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson on New York's weather station, 1010 Wins.
With Indeed Instant Match, just sponsor a post and immediately receive a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/press.
News Time 7:33.
Spectrum Mobile reinvented wireless again. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month per line. No contracts, no added taxes or fees. Includes nationwide 5G. Save up to 60% with Spectrum Mobile. Get unlimited on 2+ lines for $29.99 a month. Call 855-438-2999 or visit a store near you. Offer valid for new customers on 2+ unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet required. Savings based on 2-line comparison of unlimited plans among major national carriers as of 9/20/21. Prepaid excluded. Restrictions apply.
Wins News Time 7:34. The MTA is recognizing 2 subway train operators for going above and beyond. The 2 together saved a man's life while keeping the passengers calm.
A man is alive because of the actions of 2 MTA workers. That's according to interim president Craig Cipriano.
Train operator Tamika Waller for taking decisive action to ensure the safety of the public.
She spotted a man on the tracks and called it in to have the power shut down.
She somehow got out of our sight, wound up onto the next track.
Meanwhile, train operator Mandy Harford did all she could to keep her passengers calm.
I also wanted to put a lighter feel on it because I feel like if it's a lighter feel, everyone remain calm.
Darius Ramsey of 1010 Wins News.
Wins News Time 7:35. Former Trump White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows says he will cooperate with the congressional committee investigating the January 6th Capitol attack. Correspondent Elizabeth Schulte has the latest from Washington. Congressman Benny Thompson, the chairman of the committee investigating the January 6th Capitol riot, says Mark Meadows is now engaging with lawmakers through his lawyer and will appear soon for an initial deposition. Meadows was chief of staff under former President Trump, and the committee wants to know what role he may have played in January 6th. He had previously blown off a congressional subpoena seeking his testimony. Former top Trump aide Steve Bannon was federally indicted for defying his own subpoena from the committee. Meanwhile, a federal appeals court is questioning former President Trump's argument, suggesting the court block the release of some of the documents he wants withheld from the January 6th investigation committee. In a hearing that lasted nearly 4 hours today, the judges on the D.C. U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals discussed what role courts should play when the current president declines to assert executive privilege when a former president seeks that claim. The Biden administration and the House both are calling for transparency about what was going on in the West Wing while Trump was trying to overturn the 2020 election results and his supporters were rioting inside the United States Capitol. Wins News Time 7:36. Republican Congresswoman Lauren Boebert says she's sorry to anyone in the Muslim community she offended with her incendiary remarks suggesting her Democratic colleague Ilhan Omar is a terrorist. Congresswoman Omar of Minnesota is Somali American, and Boebert, in the story she's seen telling on 2 different videos now, claimed to only feel safe riding in the elevator with Omar because Omar wasn't wearing a backpack. Boebert also describes Omar and Representative Rashida Tlaib, who are both Muslim, of being black-hearted and evil. Tonight, Omar said Boebert's repeated rhetoric wasn't just about her, it was about all Muslim Americans.
I know that when we proudly stand up for our values, when we celebrate the diversity of this country and the freedoms enshrined in our Constitution, others stand with us.
The new video has Democrats once again asking Republicans to hold members accountable for spreading racism, xenophobia, hatred, and conspiracy theories. At least one Republican agrees. South Carolina's Nancy Mace condemned Boebert's comments only to be attacked on Twitter by Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia. Wins News Time, 7:37.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Nick, what are you doing? Well, Adam, Thanksgiving is over, so it's officially time for the holidays. And it's for our Legacy Box Cyber Monday sale, which means you can save up to 65% when you digitize your home movies and pictures. What an incredible reason to join the millions of people who've entrusted Legacy Box to safeguard their recorded memories. Plus, Legacy Box is the best gift for you or a family member for better homes and gardens of the most and what Reader's Digest called a genius product. That's because Legacy Box is simple and safe. Just fill and send, and you'll get your new digital copies of your treasured tapes, film reels, and photos. So turn on the Christmas music and make sure to visit legacybox.com and shop our Cyber Monday sale to take an unreal 65% off. Our Cyber Monday sale is going on now at legacybox.com/value. That's legacybox.com to take 65% off. Visit legacybox.com/value.
Wins News Time, 7:38. In 10:10 Wins Entertainment News, Adele fans are excited about an announcement. Correspondent Deborah Rodriguez has details. 2 weeks after her Starlit concert at LA's Griffith Observatory, Adele says she's heading to Vegas for a residency at the Coliseum at Caesar's Palace. It'll begin January 21st and run through April. They will be her first live performance date open to the public since her new 30 debuted as the biggest selling album of the year. Adele's website says tickets for verified fans will go on sale a week from today at 1 p.m. Foo Fighters are coming to Citi Field in their latest round of tour dates just announced today. The new Rock and Roll Hall of Famers announced 17 more concerts in the U.S. and South America next spring and summer. Tickets go on sale this Friday. They only have 1 day to Citi Field, but they will be headed to Saratoga and Philadelphia in the following days in July. 38-minute test every hour on 1010 Wins.
Savvy investors looking for predictable monthly cash flow. Want to reduce uncertainty, hedge inflation, and stock market risk with double-digit targeted returns? If you want the safety and security of a real estate investment, but without the hassles of being a landlord, you've probably heard of NRIA. NRIA is an industry-leading real estate development firm in its 15th year, developing strategically located, lower-risk, high-demand neighborhoods based on supply, demand, and balance. They're a great fit for safety-oriented investors who want cash flow and diversification into carefully chosen real estate. Learn more about the NRIA Real Estate Development Fund at nria.net or call 800-800-1414. That's 800-800-1414.
An offer of securities is only made by the NRIA Private Placement Memorandum. Read it first. Past performance does not guarantee future results. NRIA is a real estate development firm. Learn more at nria.net.
Whether it's Alexa, Google Home, your iPhone, or the car radio, stay with 1010 Wins and stay connected.
The News Watch never stops. This is 1010 Wins. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good evening. It's 41 degrees at 7:40. I'm Sonia Rincon, and here's what's happening. CNN is indefinitely suspending primetime host Chris Cuomo after the Andrew Cuomo investigation revealed his brother helped him more than the network knew. Familial DNA helps bring closure to a murder case in the Bronx from more than 20 years ago. Vaccine makers are working with the Biden administration to make any adjustments to COVID vaccines to fight new variants. Police are looking for 3 teenage girls in Brooklyn suspected in hate crimes targeting Jewish children. TV personality Dr. Oz is running for a U.S. Senate seat in Pennsylvania. sports, the Nets are hosting the Knicks, the Devils hosting the Sharks. 10-10 winds, AccuWeather partly cloudy tonight, a low of 36. Winds news time 7:41. Traffic and transit on the ones, and here's Greg Wright.
Now, Sony, some train trouble at this hour. The L train suspended between Manhattan and Brooklyn, between 8th Avenue and Bedford Avenue, to be more specific, because of signal trouble over at 8th Avenue. We go to the Bronx, and we go a little bit faster, eastbound side of the Cross Bronx, getting out towards Jerome Avenue. The earlier wreck finally out of the way, so that is some better news for you right off of the George. Earlier issues on the northbound Deegan, both of them are out of the way. The eastbound Bruckner still slammed like always. Getting over to the Bronx River Parkway, blame it all on the long-term construction work. Citybound George behaves. Lincoln and Holland, no more than a few either way. Brooklyn down Brooklyn Bridge, still loaded up out of lower Manhattan. Queens, Grand Central, eastbound side, right before the Clearview. There's a crash. That'll load you up into St. John's. It's not perfect, but it is better on the eastbound Long Island Expressway, especially once it passes the Van Wyck Expressway. Closure in Jersey continues on Route 3 westbound. Get over to Ridge Road in Rutherford. That wreck has everything shut, so go to 46 or 80 west to 17 south instead. Whole lot easier. I'm Greg Rice. Our next report at 7:51 on 1010 Winds.
CNN is suspending Chris Cuomo. The network show host will be off the air indefinitely, according to CNN, pending further review. This after documents released by the New York Attorney General's office indicated he asked his brother, the former governor, more than the network previously knew. The AG's investigators say the host of Cuomo Primetime looked for information on Andrew Cuomo's accusers and reported what he found to the governor's staff and was active helping craft their response to the charges. Chris Cuomo did a show last night without mentioning the topic. Wind news time 7:43. DNA technology has helped crack another case that had gone cold, this time in the city.
The suspect is 49-year-old Joseph Martinez. It was the first time familial DNA technology was used to solve a crime in New York City.
Familial DNA searching is looking for a specific amount of DNA that is shared between the unknown crime scene profile and relatives.
Deputy Chief Laura Katranakis says it led to Martinez's father, who is deceased, and then that led to Martinez himself. Bronx DA Darcel Clark says Martinez allegedly killed 13-year-old Minnerly Soriano and then put her bound body in a garbage bag and left it in a dumpster in Co-op City.
It has been 22 years since her life was cruelly taken, but detectives never gave up on finding justice for her and her family.
Carol Dioria, 1010 Winds.